Hey everybody, and I'm Unclendor here, and welcome to another episode of Mang-August. Coming in at number 16, we have 12 Beast. This is another monster manga. I know you're getting tired of these. I'm sorry. I know you guys must be getting tired of these. Oh, but I can't help it. Like these mangas, especially again the four that I've been talking about, are just so well written. There's just something about them that keeps me coming back. The worst of the four has to be Monster Infirmary, but even that is really starting to pick up. With volume three, it really started to pick up, and Volume 4 recently came out, which I'm going to be going to get that later today. And I really like these mangas. I think that they are all very well done, and this is no exception. The difference between this and Monster Musume is that in Monster Musume, they play it straight. Like I said before in my I Heart Monster Girls review, they play it straight in Monster Musume. As straight as they can, given the setting. They try to actually ask the question, what would happen if this actually happened? Like, what would it be like? And we spend the whole time in Monster Musume here in our world, but we never actually get to see the home of these monster girls. We don't really know where they came from. We just know that they come from a country, unbeknownst to us. A country or a world or something. We don't know where they come from. We just know that they exist. 12 Beast supposedly happens at the same time, is happening at the same time as Monster Musume. And this is happening in the monster world, the world where all of these monsters come from. Called the Reverse. And it is amazing. The main character, Eita, he is descended from a clan of ninjas, and he's been trained. He is very skilled in combat and weapons. And he ends up getting recruited by a harpy girl named Arrow. She needs his help because the monster world is in jeopardy. This monster world is in jeopardy of these huge these huge living organisms that are also kind of like machines. It's really weird. And some of these machines are actually controlled by other beings. Think kaiju mechs. Even that doesn't sound right. They're huge organisms that are also kind of mechanical, and they're also kind of being controlled. They're kind of like mechs, but at the same time, they're not fully machines. They are living organisms. They do have minds of their own, but they do have like a host to kind of like be the one in control. It's weird, but hopefully you guys get what I'm getting at. And he gets brought to this world in order to help stop these creatures and those who control them. And it's called 12 Beast because he needs to enlist the help of 12 uh, of 12 beasts, of 12 warriors, um, in order to combat the 12 generals of this army. Uh, and there's a picture of him with all his warriors. And yeah, it so far only the first 3 volumes are out. Um, with Volume 4 coming in December. Volume 4 should wrap up the introduction arc, as at this point in the manga, he's finally starting to get the hang of uh, the new the new weapons, the new weapon he has, and like the different type of magical powers that there are in this world and how this world works. He's finally starting to get an understanding for this, and so he's about ready to get serious. And so I think Volume 4 will be the end of the introduction arc, and we'll finally be able to start getting into the real meat of the story. Um, and all mangas uh, have that phase where like the first few volumes is just kind of like introducing you to the story, um, and it doesn't really get to the real meat of it until a later volume. All mangas are like that. Naruto was like that. The real meat of the story didn't get started until volume 5, until the Chunin exams. The Zabuza saga was just a introduction arc. That was the introduction arc. It was a good introduction arc, but still an introduction arc. Um, and yeah, all mangas have that, and I like 12 Beast. I am very curious where this is gonna go, and there is quite a bit of mystery involving Eita's family. Um, when exactly did his family become ninjas? What happened to his brother, because he has a brother that disappeared one day, and it seems like his brother might be here in the world traveling, and he doesn't know what his brother's trying to do. He doesn't know what his brother's trying to do. It doesn't seem like he's trying to help the enemy. Uh, it doesn't seem like he's trying to help the enemy, but he's not exactly helping him either. He's kind of leaving breadcrumbs, leading Eita to different places. Uh, for what purpose? We don't know. We don't know exactly what his brother wants, or if he's even a good guy or not. But there is mystery to it, and there's mystery that you don't know the true extent of his new gauntlet. He fights usually mostly gauntlets. He's a very hands-on fighter, and like he has this powerful gauntlet that can do so much, but we still don't know the full extent of what it can do, and the true power it has. And so it's very interesting to continue to read about that, to find out more, and it's just a fun time. I really enjoy it. Something that all 4 of these monster mangas have that are connected is a sense of humor, a good sense of humor. They have so much comedy to them. I love the comedy in these mangas. It is spot on. It is amazing. They make me laugh so hard. And I just really enjoy these. I love mangas that have a good sense of humor. Um, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it. And you can actually find this online. I do know that. However, if you're hoping to read ahead of where the volumes are, you're out of luck because as far as 12 Beasts goes, Okayado has been very strict about allowing it out online. Uh, you will only find up to, I believe, chapter 14 or 15, which is where they are at the end of volume 3. So you won't be able to read ahead of where they are in the volumes. Uh, Okayado, it has been very strict. He's very secretive with this one, and I like that. I like how he's being very secretive of it. It just gives me even more reason to buy the volume so I can find out what the hell happens. Um, and the thing is, like, the chapters, the chapters as far as the volumes go, they don't even come out up online as soon as the volume releases. Like, when the volume releases, it takes like a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, before those chapters are even put up online. So there's another incentive to getting the books because you'll get to read the chapters before people who read it online will. So you'll be ahead of them. So people who are so used to reading chapters online and being ahead of everybody who likes to go out and buy the books, sorry, but you got nothing this time. And I love that. I think that is a great change of pace. And I wish more mangas would do that. I really do. I wish more mangas would say, "Hey, if you want to find out what happens next, you gotta buy the book. You gotta buy the books. We won't be putting these chapters up online for at least 3 weeks after the book comes out." Like, I wish more mangas would do that. That would be amazing. But anyway, so I would definitely recommend it. It's a great manga. It has good comedy, good characters, good mystery, great all around story, and it's just a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take care, everyone.